Hello castle fans! Today I'd like to share with you the mods I've made to the latest 3-in-1 castle, set number 31168, also known as the Horse Knight's Castle. First off, let me tell you, I really like the overall shape of the castle as it is. It feels like classic castle, with the shorter front walls and the taller towers in the back. I also like the asymmetry. It makes the build feel less square and less tied to a strict grid. Because of that, I wasn't too keen on tearing it apart completely or trying to build something totally new out of one or more copies of the set. Instead, I focused on improving the original design while keeping its overall shape. So without further ado, let's go over the mods. We'll start with the simplest one, adding masonry bricks all around the structure. While it's a small change, it gives the wall a more weathered, realistic look. I also scattered a few single studs here and there to keep the walls from looking too flat. Next, at the front gate, there is another quick fix. I removed a single 1x1 rounded plate under the drawbridge, which prevented the bridge from lowering smoothly. Honestly, I'm not sure how this issue slipped through LEGO's quality checks, but at least it's easy to fix. I also added some height to the gate towers. They just looked too puny in the original design. Moving on to the left turret. I had to rework this one because it stuck out of the wall in a really odd way. I thickened it up and added these columns at the back for extra support and detail. Now let's talk about the walls. The official model has a pretty serious stability issue. Every time you move the castle, it tends to fall apart because of the multiple clip-based hinge points. The castle has some real weight to it, especially in the back, and those clips just don't hold. Fixing this was the most tedious mod I did. I basically removed the ability to unclip the walls and rebuilt the walkways with longer reddish-brown plates. I think they blend better with the balcony color on the Tudor-style structure in the back. Speaking of the Tudor-style structure, I did some cosmetic tricks there as well. More tan bricks for balance, a bit more symmetry, and I also covered some of the exposed black studs on the sides. Before we move on to the back, here's a few more mods. I added some ladders, a weapon rack, and a cobblestone floor to the horse stable. Now to the back tower, the most formidable part of the castle, which uses those corner panels similar to the 80s and 90s castles. At the top, I added a small projectile launcher and some projectiles to shoot. Inside the tower, I added these ornate columns and the small red chair I borrowed from the previous 3-in-1 castle. At this point, you're probably already noticing the biggest change I've made to the castle, a back wall. The original set leaves the castle completely open in the back for playability, but for me it just felt unfinished. My solution was to add a hinged wall. It's a simple construction, but I added some fancy windows, a bit of vegetation to break up the big surface, and even a small balcony that lets you peek into the sleeping chamber. Lastly, here's a bonus modification. The brick-built horses. There's a controversy surrounding these, but I have to say they are really nice for what they are. I've made several mods to them. One is adding a snot brick so that the figure can attach securely to the horse. The second is adding a cute tail. And the third was changing the white in the horse barding to red, because I think the white did not pop out enough for a white horse. That's about it. Eagle-eyed viewers might notice a few more changes compared to the original design. Honestly, I lost track myself after a while, so we'll have to stop here. Let me know what you think about these mods and share your own ideas in the comments below. What would you change? Would you buy multiple copies of the set? Thanks for watching and see you next time.